Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the confusing world of corporate filings. Now pay attention because what we have today might just be a little bit of a holiday surprise. A filing that drops right before the holidays could tell us a lot about a company's year end and its plans for the next one. So get ready, we have X.WELL Incorporated filing a current report that gives us a sneak peek into some really important dates and decisions. Before we jump in, if you are tired of not understanding what is going on in the stock market and want to decode these corporate filings yourself, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We also have a fantastic community Discord server linked in the description below where you can connect with other corporate nerds and ask all your burning questions. Let's dive into this X.WELL filing. What we're seeing here isn't a deep dive into massive financial numbers like a quarterly earnings report. Instead, this is more about setting the stage for important company events. Think of it like getting a heads up about an upcoming party even before you see who is invited or what snacks will be served. We will look at the date they released this report, which was the 7th of November 2025. This report is a Form 8 cake, which is used to announce major events that shareholders should know about right away. The key date here is the 6th of November 2025. This is the day that something important happened or was decided that prompted this filing. It is like the date on the invitation for the company's next big event. The company we are looking at is X.WELL Incorporated. They are incorporated in Delaware, which is a common state for companies to be registered in. Now, the core of this report revolves around their upcoming 2025 annual meeting of stockholders. This is where shareholders get to vote on important company matters and hear directly from leadership. They've announced that this meeting will be held on Thursday, the 18th of December 2025, at importantly 10 a.m. Eastern Time. The exact location will be detailed in their proxy statement, which is where they officially ask for your votes. Here is where it gets interesting. They're telling us that the date of this annual meeting has shifted by more than 30 days compared to what would be the normal anniversary. This change triggers specific requirements in how they must communicate with shareholders about submitting proposals or nominating directors. Think of it like a rule change in a game that requires players to give more notice for certain moves. Because of this date shift, they are providing a new deadline for shareholders who want to put forward proposals for the meeting. These proposals need to be considered for inclusion in the company's official voting materials. This is done according to Rule 14 and -8 under the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. The deadline to get these proposals to the company's corporate secretary is the close of business on the 17th of November 2025. This date is important because it's the 10th calendar day following the date of this report. Any proposal needs to follow specific rules from the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, to be officially included. It is not just about putting proposals into the official proxy materials. If a shareholder wants to bring up any other business at the meeting that is not covered by Rule 14 and -8, or if they want to nominate someone to be a director, they also have a deadline. This written notice, with all the details required by the company's bylaws, must be received by the Chief Executive Officer at the company's address no later than the close of business on the 17th of November 2025. Again, this is the 10th calendar day after the report date. These proposals also need to meet the company's own bylaw requirements to be discussed at the meeting. There is an even more specific rule here for shareholders who plan to nominate their own directors and try to get other shareholders to vote for them. This is known as soliciting proxies, and they need to provide notice about this by the 17th of November 2025 too. This notice must contain all the information required by Rule 14 and -19 under the Exchange Act. The same deadline as the other proposals. This effort ensures fairness and transparency in how directors are nominated and elected. And finally, to wrap things up, the report is signed off by Ezra T. Ernst, who holds the important titles of President and Chief Executive Officer of X.WELL Incorporated, dated the 7th of November 2025. This signature certifies that the information provided in the report is accurate. Now, looking at this filing, what is the big takeaway? X.WELL is essentially telling us they're holding their annual meeting and setting clear deadlines for shareholders who want to participate in a specific way. This isn't a report crammed with financial performance metrics for the last quarter, but rather a procedural announcement that is crucial for good corporate governance. It signals that the company is proactively managing its shareholder engagement processes, especially given the date change for the annual meeting. The biggest strengths here are transparency and proactive communication. By clearly stating these deadlines, X.WELL is giving all shareholders ample opportunity to engage with the company's governance. The risk for the company is that a significant shareholder might use these windows to introduce disruptive proposals, though the bylaws and CAS rules provide safeguards. For shareholders, this is a clear call to action if they have specific plans for the annual meeting. It's important for them to pay close attention to the exact wording of their bylaws and the CC rules to ensure their proposals or nominations are valid. In conclusion, this 8K filing is a notice to the market and its shareholders about important upcoming dates related to their annual meeting. It highlights the company's commitment to following regulatory guidelines for shareholder proposals and director nominations, especially when meeting dates are adjusted. While it doesn't offer direct financial insights, it is a critical piece of information for anyone invested in or watching X.WELL Incorporated, as it sets the stage for potential shareholder actions and the direction of the company. What is your take on these deadlines and the annual meeting process? Do you think companies should make it easier or harder for shareholders to propose changes? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button. It really helps us reach more people. And of course, subscribe for more corporate decoding. Don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.